it's Lisa here and welcome back to my channel. So today we are building a family home and it's for a small family, so just 3 Sims in total because it's also a tiny home. No, not tiny, it's a small home, so it has only 100 tiles. And since I wanted to make it look nice and not too cramped together everything, I just made space for 3 Sims so that there's still enough space for everything. And yeah, so there are also 2 bathrooms in this house actually, and yeah, 2 bedrooms. So I built this in Newcrest on a 20 by 15 lot, and the build is again inspired by a picture that I saw on Pinterest as per usual. And yeah, so I was basically just in the mood to build something simple and tiny and not too big. I don't know, yeah. But lately actually I've been in the mood to build really big homes, and that's quite unusual because normally I stick to those tiny homes, but I don't know, I might go on a 64 by 64 lot soon. So that's kind of weird for me because I haven't built on those lots in ages, and yeah, but maybe I will do that soon because there are quite a few, or not actually, there are not that many lots, but there are some 64s by 64s we have, and I know that a lot of people always want more. And I think in the upcoming pack that we are getting, and tomorrow we can see the trailer, and I am so excited, but I'm pretty sure that we will get a 64 by 64 lot there because I think it's something with countryside, and I think a lot of people would be really disappointed if we didn't get something like that in that pack, because countryside, it seems big to me, and therefore I think that's just, it would make sense basically. So yeah, anyways, I'm just so excited for tomorrow, and I think I will do a trailer reaction video because I asked you on the community tab if you want to see something like that, and you actually said yes, like most of you, and I don't know, that's still something which I have to get used to, that people that they value my opinion and want to know what I think about stuff, and that's so cool actually, and I really like that. And but it's still really, it doesn't feel normal, or not normal, but how, I don't know how to say that, but it's I'm not used to that, so therefore yeah. Anyways, so the shape from the house is actually already finished. So I'm using those windows that came from the Get Famous pack and the flower boxes from Discover University. And yeah, so I decided to make the house blue, but you actually cannot really see that it's blue because of the lighting on this lot here. I'm not too sure what I think about the lighting here. It is kind of nice because it's really bright and shiny, I think, but also it's maybe a little bit too bright. So I tried to play around with the different weather options and everything, but everything wasn't perfect. But I started building here, and therefore I didn't want to change that and everything. But yeah, so I don't know what I think about the weather on that lot, the lighting. I really do hope that in the new pack, and I am pretty sure that we will get a new world. So I really do hope that we get a new world. If not, then I'm definitely disappointed. But I really do hope that we have a lot of lots there where the lighting is actually nice and not too weird. So yeah, but anyway, so now I'm doing this little thing on the roof, and it took some time until I knew how I would do that, because actually it took some time like that, and you can see it's pretty time consuming. And what I did is just I used this debug item, which is base game, and you can see this thing is actually also in the normal build and buy catalog, but the normal one, it sticks to the wall, and the one from the debug menu doesn't. So like that, it makes everything way easier. And yeah, so I just placed it there and placed it side by side, and it took some time, but I really like how it turned out because it gives more detail to the exterior. And yeah, so, and also I rotated them by 45 degrees with the tool mod, which I'm also using now for those little shadows. And yeah, so I just rotated them and then placed them there. And anyway, so I also wanted to talk about those doors here that I'm using as window blinds, and they came with cats and dogs, and I also did that in my last video, and I really do like how that looks because it gives more detail to everything. And we do have windows which have some of those blinds also, but they didn't suit it what I wanted here, and therefore I created my own with the doors. And you actually don't need the tool mod for that. I just use it to make them be a little bit more next to the wall. But you can also just like drag a wall and place the door on it and then remove the wall, and then you have just your own custom shutter door or blinds, or I'm not too sure how that is called, but yeah, something like that. You know what I mean. So yeah. Anyways, we are doing the garden, the backyard already, and there's a swing set because there's room for a kid on the inside, and some plant boxes and a barbecue and a really nice seating area. I think that, is it an umbrella? It's more like a sun umbrella, or I'm not sure how to say that, but yeah, I think you call it umbrella in English too, maybe. I'm not too sure, but yeah, so I actually also kept the floor plan inside because it went quite easy, I think, even though the kitchen is a little bit weird, but it's okay. It's not too weird, I think, so yeah. But yeah, we are starting with the entry and also the dining area, so there's both in the same spot. Since it's a small home and I'm using 100 tiles only, I still had to make everything a little bit smaller and crammed together, but I like that. And I just feel it's nicer and easier to build like that, for me at least, because then I don't have to, like, it wouldn't take me like 10 hours or something for a build, because I really want to make everything as detailed as possible, and therefore it takes more time than if I would just place the items normally everywhere. And yeah, if I would build like really huge builds, then they take longer, but sometimes that's okay. So like I said, I'm in the mood for bigger builds at the moment, so yeah. And yeah, so this house, I think it took me about 2.5 hours to build, and yeah, sometimes you are interested in that, so that's why I just mentioned that. Yeah, but also I think I'm a pretty fast builder actually, because I hear from other simmers that they like take much more time for builds, and that's not a problem at all. So I don't like, it's normal. I just think that I'm pretty fast at building actually, because mostly of the times I know what I want and I know what kind of furniture I want, and then I just place it. And I think I actually have a pretty good knowledge about the whole catalog, and I know like from what pack each item is. And yeah, I think I played a lot of Sims and also watched a lot of Sims speed builds on YouTube, so therefore I probably have a lot of knowledge about that. But yeah, that's just, maybe that's why I'm so fast at building, or like I'm not like super fast, that's not what I'm saying, I'm just, I don't know, I don't know what I'm talking about. So now I'm doing the kitchen, and yeah, you can see it's a little bit weird. Oh, and I forgot to say there's also space for a dog. So yeah, I just thought it's kind of nice for a dog here in this house because there's a nice backyard and everything, and yeah, that's why I've added some space for a dog as well. And yeah, so the kitchen is a little bit like weird shaped maybe, but I wanted to use this corner piece from the kitchen, like the one, yeah, I don't know how to describe that, not the corner one, but like the other one, the opposite one. Like, yeah, so I wanted to use that, and therefore I did, because it also has like those really nice windows in it and those glass pieces, and they look nice. And that's the new kitchen set that came with the Dream Home Decorator pack, and yeah, I just enjoyed using it here. I think it looks nice, and I'm trying to use the new items from that pack like in normal builds also, so yeah, because like I said maybe a couple of times, I'm not really into modern builds and stuff like that, so therefore the pack is like not perfect for me, but I still want to use a lot of items from the pack, because the items are gorgeous, but just a little bit difficult for me to use actually. But it's okay, I think the kitchen works here, and yeah. So, oh, also what I realized when I was playtesting that build, this counter piece, the corner one, it actually works, so your Sims can cook on that, and I didn't knew that. They can prepare food on that. And that's kind of interesting and good to know, because I think that could be like pretty handy when I'm building tiny homes, that I could just place this item instead of a like end piece from the counter. And I still have to figure out if it works like all the time, or I have no idea. Even though I especially since I placed items on top of it, I was a little bit confused that it worked, but it's okay. I'm happy about it. So yeah, and now I'm doing the living room. So they have a pretty small TV, but I thought it didn't make, I don't know, I was in the mood to give them a smaller TV. But of course you can just change that out if you want something different. And yeah. So now I'm just adding some books, and also I wanted to give this whole house like a basic vibe to it, or not too basic, but I didn't want it to make it, I wanted to make it really look like a family home with some cozy vibes to it, and just that there is a happy family living here and enjoying their lives. So that's just the main thing that I had in my head. So I didn't thought at all about who lives here in specific. Just I know that there is one kid and two parents, or also one parent. That's however you decide. And yeah, so I also actually kept in both bathrooms. So yeah, this is the downstairs bathroom, and it's not too big, but the other one is actually also not that big. But I placed a bathtub in it since there is space for a dog. I needed to add that, and yeah, there is space for a bathtub. Yeah, no, not space. I placed down a bathtub. Okay, and now we are already at the first floor, and I've added a little desk area here, and using this plant, which is my most favorite plant, the hanging plant from the Paranormal Stuff pack. And I actually think, like, when the pack first came out, I was like, oh my god, I'm going to use these items so often, and actually I don't, which is kind of weird to me, but because I really do enjoy them, especially the couches, I have to use more often, but I feel like I tend to stick to the same couches all the time, but, well, maybe I'm just a little bit paranoid. But anyways, so I'm using this hanging plant, like, all the time. But it's okay. I think you don't mind, because it's beautiful, and we need more plants like that. Definitely, please, can we have that in the new game pack? No, expansion pack. Yeah. Also, I feel like I'm super like overloaded with content from The Sims at the moment. It's just, I don't know, like I'm really happy for new content, and I really like new content, and I'm super happy that we are getting it. So I don't want to like, how do you say that, like complain or anything, but it's just a little bit overwhelming, because we got the Courtyard Oasis kit, and that was super nice, because there was such a long time where we didn't got anything, and then yeah, that was pretty nice. But then we actually, like, I have no idea about the time, like when what happened, but anyways, yeah, then they like said that the Dream Home Decorator pack is coming out, and I was like, oh my god, okay, that's fast. But it's okay. And yeah, so I didn't really had that much time to build so many, like, or not so many, but to build like a lot of Courtyard Oasis inspired builds, because then the new gameplay pack was already out. And yeah, so now I've built a couple of houses with the new pack, and or just like where I used the new pack like a lot, because I wanted to use it and try everything out. And now we are actually already getting a new pack, and that's just, I'm not too sure if it will be like, I don't think it will be out right away or like next week. I think it will still take some days or weeks or whatever. So maybe 2 weeks or something like that, or 3, or I don't know how much time it takes until the expansion packs are coming out then. But yeah, I'm just super excited for that. And I keep rambling a lot. I'm sorry for that. I have to get back to the build a little bit more now. So yeah, here I'm doing the kids' room, and that is my most favorite room of the whole house. Like that bed here, it comes in such a beautiful swatch, and I love that so much. And I think I'm probably like the only simmer who says that, because most of the people are like afraid of colors. Not afraid, but most people are like using the more neutral colors, and I always go for like full color. Yay, give me all the colors. I like them. And yeah, so no, I think there are actually also a lot of other simmers who enjoy that, but most of the times when I'm watching Speedbuilds or stuff like that, they always say like it's too colorful, the swatches, and I'm like, no, I love those swatches. I think they're amazing. And yeah, so I gave them this loft bed and also a drawing table and just some like decor items and kids related stuff, and yeah, that's about it. So if you liked the video, then please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't done that already, and also you can write a comment. That would make me really happy to know what you think about the build. And yeah, you can download the build from the gallery. My ID is sunnysimsieyt, and thank you so much for watching, and I hope I will see you all tomorrow, because then I'm doing the trailer reaction video, which I'm quite excited about. Okay, goodbye.